Okay, hello. Good evening, everybody. Tonight we are going to talk about cyberbullying. This is a topic which was asked by the course Advanced English 1, and there are 3 students who are going to give a talk and discuss about this topic. The purpose of this is to do speaking, and so that the tutor can see what is the level we have about speaking. My name is Nidia, and I'm in 6th semester at the degree of foreign language. That's it.
Okay, good evening.
That gets nervous.
Hi, you don't have to be nervous. Good evening. My name is Pablo Cesar Zamora, and I am studying a degree in foreign language. I'm in 6th semester. I am from Buenaventura, but actually I'm living in Cali. And today we are going to talk about, like Anidia said before, we are talking about the cyberbullying in the job. So I hope that this video can prove or can choose that we are preparing ourselves to be good teachers. So now we are, Mr. Daniel is going to introduce himself.
Okay, everybody. My name is Daniel Cogojo. I'm studying English as a bachelor's degree. I'm living in Toralta, it's in Cordoba. And tonight we are going to talk about cyberbullying and how it's damaging the young's minds. Now, let's start our meeting. Please, the first question, round 1.
Okay, what I'm going to ask first, and we need to contextualize, is what do you understand by cyberbullying? Okay.
In my opinion, cyberbullying is when a teenager, when a young feels brave, or he doesn't feel it with a feeling. He doesn't feel full of feelings, and he's scared, he's afraid, he's sad, and he demonstrated when he fights, when he aggravates to other young. It's a really social damages in youngs, because they are destructing mind and physical.
Okay, Pablo, what do you think?
Cyberbullying is a new world because we are in the time of globalization, and we are talking about technology and all that stuff. So cyberbullying is something that now you use it because everybody is using the social media, and through the social media, the people, especially young people, they are trying to intimidate and to, I don't know how to say, but they are trying to damage, like Daniel said, the other young people. So it is not good for our society. But I think that the cyberbullying is being with, not cyberbullying, the bullying is being with us since long times ago, because when I was a little kid, I remember that they used to, I got some classmates that they used to I don't know how to say, molestar, to the another student.
Annoy.
Bothering another student, like telling, hey, what about you, Shorty, Patty, hey, black, monkey, and skinny, and I don't know, many things. So I think that the bullying is from long time ago, but the name of cyberbullying is today because of the social media and all that stuff. That's what I think about the cyberbullying. I don't know if it's good or not.
Everybody has a think about what is it. For example, you do any kind of bullying, or in this case, cyberbullying, when you envy someone or when you send messages. The only difference among bullying and cyberbullying are the devices, no? The electronic devices is the only difference, okay? But anyway, it's almost the same. When you use cyberbullying, you're using iPhone, telephones, you're using computer, you're using any kind of device for humiliate, for denigrate from person, for harassment is also. So the only difference, they are the machines or the devices are used for doing that. There is a difference with that, okay?
Yeah.
Let's see the first question. That was a contextualization question, okay? Why do you think cyberbullying is taking place among children and teenagers nowadays? I don't know who's going to answer the first.
I'm going to answer.
Pablo.
But like I said before, the cyberbullying is something that is dealing with the young people, because today is easier to communicate and to use all that kind of device to use in a different way. Now the youth, they got a strong personality and them live a life, a different kind of life. So, okay, hold on. I lose my mind. Okay, Daniel, go ahead. I'm going to give my answer.
Well,
let me check my notes.
Yeah, but I guess cyberbullying is a result from the first concept, that is bullying. Bullying is when a person tries to intimidate or feels strong in front of other young. And cyberbullying is only a way. It's only a way to do the same. The answer can be because the young may demonstrate a sensation, an incomplete sensation from their parents or from himself or from herself, because the bullying is not only from young to young. Bullying is not from boy to boy. It's also girl to girl, and girl to boy, and boy to girl. I guess the patron of this is that they don't have a feeling complete, and they have to demonstrate it. They want to demonstrate a biggest, how do you say? They want to demonstrate a biggest image or a strong image, and that is too harmful for another youngs. Nidia,
Okay, what I can say is that you haven't finished?
Yeah, I finished.
Okay, well, what I can say that it happens because kids feel alone at their homes. When they feel alone, when they don't have a parent who is taking care, parents who are taking care of them, they feel lonely and they don't have anything to do. Yes, sometimes they have much free time, and when they have much free time, they feel that they need something to do, and in that moment they get cell phones, they get into PC, and sometimes they feel that they can do whatever. For example, I work in a school which is a private school, and the students are people who have money, no? What happens? They have money, but they don't have love, they don't have the company, the support. Yes, they usually live with the maid or with the grandma, with the grandpa. They don't have that warmth of parents that we used to have in the other time. So what is the problem? The problem is the solitude, the loneliness kids have nowadays. That is the problem for that. So when they feel lonely, they feel that they need that company. And when they feel in that way, so they begin to look for other options to get entertained, no? And they think that is an entertain. And when you feel that that somebody is a bully with you or something, that's when they say, I'm going to do this joke to this person, but they don't know how they feel, no? Because they think, no, I need free time. I have free time, so I can do this. But they don't know that this person is hurting the other one. So I think that the loneliness is one of the problems kids have nowadays. And of course, technology. Technology is crucial because technology has everything. And both things are crucial for students in this case. So Daniel, raise your hand.
Yeah, I think this.
And then Pablo.
I also work in a private school here in my town. And as you say, those youngs have money, have a high level of living. They live better. They have a great way to survive. But that is because the parents work. Forgive that to them. But
yes,
they give love. They give money, but they give support. They give love, as you said. Yeah, and I guess that parents when they work and they work a lot, they want the best for the sons, and they give what they want. Oh, Daddy, I want the new iPhone 5. Okay, kids, take it. But the iPhone 5 is not going to give the support or to give the friendship which a parents can give. Yeah, that's a little argument. What about you, Pablo?
I'm agreeing with you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm agreeing with you, but I think that the cyberbullying is because those guys or those kids, they have no good moral traits in his house, and because they don't have been taught to respect the difference. Because cyberbullying is that is because the people doesn't respect the difference among themselves. Because someone is fat, someone is skinny, someone is smart, someone uses glasses like Nidia, and I say, hey, look at Nidia, she got glasses and like this and like that. But the love is very important because if you have a strong relation in your house, you can afford whatever is come to you. So I agree with you.
That's right. Parents worry about making money, and they don't worry about giving the love, the warmth, and the support the students need, the kids need nowadays. That's right.
Exactly.
They are not the parents. They are not the parents, the society. Because the society all the time is tell us through the television, through the media, that we need to have money to buy this and to buy that, but they don't care about family. And the family is the most important thing in life. If you have a strong family, you can do whatever you want, and you don't need the last TV set, the last iPhone, the last computer to enjoy with your family. But now we think that those things are the most important thing in life, but it's not like that.
Yeah.
Another aspect that I can say, okay.
When parents give money but do not love, that's a little difference between a good member of a society and a cyberbully. Continue, Nidia. What
Yes.
what were you going to say?
Okay, what I'm going to say is also, we were talking about education, about technology. Nowadays, people are not prepared for technology. Yes? and the parents don't know even about technology. How can they teach to their kids how to use the phone and to do that? For example, my daughter taught me to use a cell phone because I didn't know to use it. So, mommy, you don't know, this is very easy. And for me, it was very complicated. Anyway, the idea is education about using technology. If they don't know about that, that is a problem also. Yes?
Yes.
I don't know if we have to do. Yes.
I sent you, I think that was you, Lydia. I sent an article of New York Times article where Steve Jobs was Steve Jobs interview. And he said that Steve Jobs and many people from those companies, they don't let their children they use those kind of device like tablets, like cell phone, because it's not good for the children.
That's right.
The thing is that if they are the owner of those devices, but they don't let the children use it.
Oh,
that's right. That's correct.
Now, please
Yes.
go for what? Second question?
Second question?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, second question says, as a teacher, what would you do to prevent cyberbullying among your students? Repeat the question.
No, it's good.
As a teacher, what would you do to prevent cyberbullying among your students?
As a teacher, I will do two things. First, teach my students how to use new technologies. Two, teach to my students the respect to themselves and to other people, not only to young, also to adults and other people, animals, everything. Yeah, I will do those two things. Teach them to use new technologies because technologies are not good or bad. I guess technologies are only a tool, a really good tool. I will teach them how to use it, and I will teach them how to respect. That's all.
Okay.
Me,
Pablo?
For me, like Daniel says, the most important thing is respect. Teach them how to respect each other and respect the difference among themselves. Because if you respect someone, no matter who is, white, black, skinny, fat, tall, short, rich, pure, no matter what he do, you have to respect. I got something in my mind. When I was a child, the people around my house, they used to be that. They were not our family or nothing. They just was neighborhoods. And our parents teach us how to respect them. We have to respect the people, the animals, the everything. So I think that is the first thing that I have to teach them is teach them how to respect the other people. And because the technology is not good or bad, like Daniel said, it's the use that you have to use it. The way you have to use it. Because if you have some knife at your house, I'm gonna give you an example. If you have a knife at your home, you can use the knife to kill, to prepare the food and everything. You can use it as a gun, as a weapon. Do you follow me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. That's what
You know what I do?
Yeah, I wanna know.
You know what I do?
Yeah,
I take the panels for the head. I take the panels for the head.
No, that's a crazy idea. No.
No, but it's okay. You know, what I think first is to talk with the parents.
Yeah.
And they have to recognize that there is a problem. We need to make the parents to know that we have a problem and we have to face it. Okay? The idea is to talk with the parents and to make them recognize that the kids are alone. The kids are doing nothing at home. Yes? The kids don't have that company which is necessary to control what they're doing at the PC. So, when you talk to the parents, they already know that their kids maybe can have many problems around the internet. So, after talking with the parents, I can do some interviews, some surveys with the students to know what evidences can be about what is happening. I was searching about this topic by internet, and I found a lot of searches, a lot of surveys about this. And how can you identify that this kid is living this situation?
Okay.
Yes. So in this case, what I could do, because it's necessary to prevent, to prevent. That is preventive. In that case, to give talks or to give lectures to the parents in a school, escuela familiar school, no? Where the parents go and they take a lecture about this, and we can open the eyes to the parents and tell them about what is the situation, what is happening, so they can be prevented about that. And after that, talk to the students, telling about the problems can have. And one of the things good, and one of the strategies I use is to stand on the shoes of the other student. What happened to you if somebody do this to you? Yes, that's very good strategy. Think, what happened to you? What would you think if somebody do this to you? And the student think, oh yes, I wouldn't like teacher. Okay, can you imagine? So that is a proposal I could do. Anyway, I looked for that information and I sent to the coordinator. Okay, go, Pablo, you need to talk.
No, I got an idea, but that sounds good. But in the reality, it's not like that because, like we said before, the problem is the family, but we don't have family structure. So you can't talk with the parents, and they're gonna go to the meeting, and they say, oh, okay, it's happening, okay, like this, like that, like this, like that. But in reality, they don't care about that. They don't care about the children. So that's what I say, that we have to talk to the children and make them respect themselves, first of all. Because the parents, we see cyberbullying in the television, cyberbullying campaign, anti-cyberbullying campaign, television, in the radio, in the internet, Facebook, and all that stuff, all those devices. But it's not working. So we have to do something strong. Like you said before, we have to take the parent from the neck, and yeah, it's a good idea. Because I got two children, and I'm trying to talk with them all the time and teach them. But I'm living with them by myself because their mother we get divorced, so now we are living. I'm living with them. So I have to be mother and father at the same time. It's sometimes hard because I have to work. I have to leave them with my mother and with their uncle, and And what is happening to me is happening to many families around our country and around the world, I think so. So we don't have a family structure, a strong family structure. So I don't know what I have to do with that.
Okay,
that's a hard work.
Thanks for your opinion.
Yeah, it's a hard work.
Really hard work. And
that's why I don't want to be teacher anymore.
For
example, can you imagine?
And I will think that the task
Go ahead, Daniel.
is not only for the parents. It's also for the teachers. It's also for the society. It's also for everyone.
It's for the society.
Yeah.
How to do that?
Really?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah. Okay. Round 3.
That's right.
First question.
And one thing, I forgot it. Okay, third question. Okay. As a teacher, no. As a teacher, what would you do if you find out one of your students is being bullied online?
Oh, that's a hard question. Well,
Yeah.
in my school, when I see students fighting or saying groceries, I only take them into the classroom alone, and I make questions. What were you fighting for? What is it good for? Yeah, what's the purpose of your fight? And they are going to answer me. Sometimes they cry, and sometimes they shout themselves. But I can try to resolve the problem. But cyberbullying is other problem, because if you don't see the action, how are you going to understand? How are you going to believe what's the problem? Yeah, because one student can say, hey, he's cyberbullying me, but how can you believe it? Yeah, and not only one student is going to cyberbully one. Everybody, some students are cyberbullying other students. But what will I do exactly? I will do a meeting with them and try to resolve the problem, tell parents, and that they discover and they then give me an answer, or they then give me an opinion, and I will teach them. I will try to guide them what to do in these cases, and teach them respect to another. That's what I will do. Really, I don't know how I'm going to act for this question, because my experience not that. I'm having the experience. Paulo, what do you think about it?
It depends on the kind of cyberbullying, because if it's something simple, we can handle it, and we can talk to them and, okay, don't do this and do that. And if it's a high level of cyberbullying, I really don't know how to do it, because
Call the police.
Call the police and run away. Call the police and run away. I heard through the Blue Radio a dude from Bogota. He used to be cyberbullying, and he killed himself in the how can I say, a mall. You know what mall means, isn't it? Mall is a mall.
More?
It's like mall. It's like Chipichape and Mexico.
Mall, yeah. Mall.
Yeah. I think that he was gay. He was gay, and the teacher and the student, they used to cyberbully him, and he said, I don't want to live I don't want to live a life like this, and he decided to kill himself. So if the cyberbullying is something soft, I can handle it. But if something like that, I think that I cannot handle it, because it's very, very hard. It would be very hard.
Okay, what I can do first is to do a search. So what is happening in the real time, no? What is happening? It's necessary to know the truth before beginning to do some other things. Yes, what is happening? After doing that investigation or that search, I begin, as you say, Pablo, if it's something simple, there's no problem. I can talk to the student and I can face the situation and tell him it's happening this, I know that it's happening this, tell me, don't be afraid, what is the problem with you? In the case of the person, the student is bullied, okay? The victim. Are you going to take coffee? He's going to bring us coffee for the conversation. Okay, that is the first step. The second step, if the student has a very complicated situation, the idea is not to let them go in the second step or go advance. Thank you. The idea is not to let it go too much, no? It is just to take, that's why it's necessary to make something very simple, to make something preventive, so that it doesn't go so far. So first, talk to the student. If then, after talking to the student, I can call to the parents and talk to the parents too, if it's the situation, because it's necessary to tell the parents what is happening, so that they can know what is in the case, if it's a bully or if it's a bullied boy, okay, or girl, for both cases. If it's something which is very complicated, it's necessary to talk to the directors, yes, with the coordinators, or take the things to the other people, because you as a teacher, sometimes you can handle some things, no? And that is the regular conduct. If you see that something is very strong or very bad, it's necessary to take it to the coordinators or the directors if it's necessary. But anyway, we must try to prevent that situation. In my school, there's something happens sometimes in Facebook, no? And the kids begin to post pictures in bad conditions with some bad things, and we make the investigation and we know who did, because, you know, the same students, they say, I was that person, and they know the names, no? And if you talk to the students, you're going to find a good investigation. The idea first is to investigate, to search the real, what is happening, and when you know that, you can make the right things to do. Yeah. And if it's very, very bad, the situation, so you need to go to the police.
I guess as teachers, we must to prevent these situations hardly, because they can end in homicides, in suicides, in not only in bullying. It's a harmful situation.
That's right.
But I think that you got more experience than I, because I've never been a teacher. So you know how to handle with it. So I'm here to learn from you.
No, but you have.
But you are a father.
Hey, check it out.
Are you a father? Well, maybe you can know how is it.
You are not going to be a teacher, but you are going to work, and also you are going to see it in work, in social relations. It's not only in school, man. Okay.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
It's not in the school, but you know, it's frequently in the school, because the students, they got a bunch of friends, so they talk each other, and they talk Diana and Carolina, they talk about Ximena with another girl, talk about Nidia and Daniela. So that's why I say that you got more experience than I.
Yeah, that's good. Please, round 4.
That's good. 4. Why do you think some children and teenagers have committed suicide pressured by cyberbullying? Is there something that teachers and parents could have done to realize of the situation and prevent their deaths?
Repeat the question, please.
Wait.
Repeat the question.
Wait.
Yeah.
Two questions in one.
Yes.
Two questions in one.
Tell me.
It said, why do you think some children and teenagers have committed suicide pressured by cyberbullying? That is one. You need a doorman.
Please tell us again the question. Tell us
Okay.
again. Yeah.
Okay. Why do you think some children and teenagers have committed suicide pressured by cyberbullying? There is one question from two because number 4 has 2 questions. Is there something that teachers and parents could have done to realize of the situation and prevent their deaths?
Well, I guess that students suicide themselves, it's because the pressure. When you feel cyberbullied, you feel that no one loves you. You feel that you don't care to anyone. And then you have how do you say, an existential crisis. Yeah, because you think no one's loved me, what I'm doing here, they laugh about me. And I guess depression and when students feel that no one loves them, when they feel not loved, they look for ways to get out of the way, as the suicide. And about what will I do in this case? Really, I don't know. I guess the first step is to prevent and to teach about the damages that this can cause. That's all.
That's right. Pablo?
No, Nidia.
Okay, but I think that when a student, when a boy or a girl committed suicide, I think it's because of the pressure. That's right, but because that person has low self-esteem, right?
Yeah.
And it is the lack of company, the lack of love, the lack of, it is the lack of company, everything, no? If a person has a low self-esteem, that person feels that that he's nothing or she's nothing, and that is why commits that situation, no? The teachers. I think that the teachers need to be updated about what's happening to the students. We need to keep observing, watching our students and looking what is happening to them. If you see, for example, one student very quiet and is a student who usually is talking or playing around, and sometimes you see you have to close to the student and to ask what's happening to you. Tell me. I mean, that is our work, our job. Our job is to know the student, to ask to the student, to be our student's friend. Yes? To say to be friend, no, but to know what is happening to the student and to try to help. Because some students, they say that the teachers are the second mom or the second dad, no? So I work with kids, with small kids, and we usually have to be very attentive. So any change in the students, why this kid is so quiet, if he usually very noisy and doing things around, Yeah, that is what we have to observe in our kids. So that is our labor, to be attentive all the time what is happening with the kids, in that case to avoid those kind of situations. Yes, and the idea is that, what I'm saying, to talk to the parents and to prevent the parents, to tell them what is happening, to face the problem, and they can help us too. In these days, one mother close to me and said, teacher, have you noticed something strange in Jerónimo? Jerónimo is the boy. And I said, let me think. Yes, of course. I have noticed that Jerónimo has been very quiet. Yes, he has been very strange. You know, me as a teacher, I have to notice that. What happened? I asked to the mother, you know what is happening? No, teacher, the problem is that his father was moved to other city and his father is not now at home. So why? That is because he is in that way. Oh, yeah, we understand that, so we know how to handle, right? That is the idea, to keep in contact continuously with the kids all the time and with the parents too. That's what I think.
I don't have anything to say. You say everything. Okay, I think that the young people commit suicide because they feel empty. You know, and the problem is, like I said before, the family structure. So, because if your children that they have some problems at the school, at the street, no matter where, but if you notice that they got that kind of problem, you have to talk to them. And the other thing is that they are not self-confident. So anything from out influence them, and they may then commit suicide. I think that is more a psychological problem. We have to take care of our children. In the case of the teacher, Lydia said that we have to take care of the children, see if patients is have comportamiento.
Behave.
Yeah, okay. The behavior, we have to, but it's very difficult because in the public school, they got one teacher for 70, 40, 50 students. So it's so hard to take care of every one of them. I don't know what kind of school are you teaching. Maybe you are you say that you are teaching in the rich school, I think so. Yeah.
In a private school, and they are more or less 20, 25 students or 30 students in a classroom.
The classroom, but it's too many people.
But you know what? There is something that is very complicated. When they pay a lot of money, you have to be more careful with the kids because they are paying and they are more demanding. The parents are more demanding. Teacher, you're looking back to my boy. Teacher, you didn't say hello to my boy. You know what? A lot of problems because they are paying a lot of money and they are demanding too much.
Yeah, and they want.
I think that the problem.
And they want we are parents.
I think that it's a social problem because education structure is not good enough for a teacher, and the family structure is not good enough for the student. So we have to work together. We have to work as a family, as a student, as a teacher, as a mayor, as a president. We have to work together to improve our life, improve the Colombian lifestyle.
That's very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Round number 5.
Fifth question.
Right there.
Okay, fifth question.
Yeah.
Do you know any strategies or campaigns anti-cyberbullying in the world? In Colombia and the institution where you work, do you think they really work? Why or why not?
Repeat it, please, to process
I think
it.
there are.
Repeat
I
it to
think that
process it.
there's many campaigns.
What?
I think that there is many campaign about cyberbullying because I was watching a football game. I think Barcelona game, Atletico de Madrid, and there was a big, a huge words in the crowd that said, stop cyberbullying, stop racism, stop killing each other. So there's many campaigns. I don't know if they are working or not, but I know that there's many campaigns against the cyberbullying all around the world.
Well, in my school, there is not a campaign as like that, no? But when we know something about it, we work on it, and we talk with the students, and because it is a very strict and severe school, and it's a school from the diocese, the UGA, and it's very strict. It's a traditional education, and well, they have to be very well comb and the short hair and things like that. It's very strict and severe and like that. But we don't have a campaign like that, but we work on it when we have that situation. We don't know really a very, very complicated situation, no. They really work because we don't know the two things we have heard about pictures on Facebook, and nothing else happened from that. So I can say if it worked. Yes, it worked, I think. In your school, Daniel?
In my school, the one teacher in the afternoon is improving a promotion about bullying. On Friday, one student per classroom wears a t-shirt against the bullying. They do activities about respect. They do activities about self-confidence. They do group activities with the other students and with the other classrooms. They not only do that, they take some students from another classroom and other grades and take into another classroom, and they interact to them. Yeah, for example, if I am in sixth grade, I'll go to the 11th grade and I'm going to talk to him. Yeah, and also the odd parent activity. One student from 11th degree one student from 11th degree take a student from 6th grade, and he guides him all the year. Yeah, that's activity against bullying. We in our school are making some activities against bullying, and they are really working. But I have a conclusion or an argument about Pablo Cesar when he said, I saw a billboard, I saw a wallpaper about Barcelona and whatever in sports. I guess that students, that young people feels astonishment with for example, with Messi or Ronaldo. They feel amazed with celebrities, and I would think that celebrities must take a part into it. Why? Because if you admire one person, it's students don't admire their parents than a celebrity. For example, you ask to a student, when was your mother born? He said, but if you ask him, who is Ronaldo? Who is Messi? Who is Hannah Montana? They are going to tell you the place of birth, the date of the birth. They are going to say songs and things what they do. I guess if in the world, the government and social are going to do something, I guess the celebrities must take a part into it, making promotional against bullying, make promotional about familiar values, and make promotional about no fight with each other because we are all human, and we must give respect to deserve respect. That's all.
Okay, very good. So no more questions.
But let's do a little conclusion.
Hold on, I think that is good. I think that is good because I think that is good because those dudes like Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, they become a bad role model. So if we work together, we can handle with the problems, especially them, because if they have a new haircut, the young people, they want to look like them. If they got a tattoo, the young people, they want to have a tattoo. So they are an important part in this wars against bullying and against racism. I think so. I have to work on it because I really don't know anything and how to handle with the young dude because I really don't know how to do it. My kid, I have a little kid, he's 7 years old, so he's okay. And my little princess, she's just 2 years old. But I got no experience with the young people. So I have to interact with them to know how to handle it. And now I got 2 new friends, Nidia and Daniel. I want to take advantage of them.
Okay, that's good. Whatever you need. I'm not going to close all. I'm going to continue with this. Yes?
Yeah, I need some cash. I need some cash.
I guess this activity was really nice because we could get information about us. We can meet us, and we can know a point of view of a social problem nowadays. The conclusion is, for me, for example, the conclusion is, if we prevent a bully now, we will prevent a social problem in the future. And we must take a part into it,
right,
as friends, as teachers, as family, as brothers, and we can teach and we can teach someone about technology and what the problems and about respect. For me, respect is the most important value because it makes organization in our society. Because if I respect you, I'm going to be good with you. I'm not going to harm you. I'm not going to destroy you. And respect is the base of the family and the base of the society. And this activity was really grateful because I could know about Pablo. I could know Nidia, and tonight I learned about 2 different points of view about a social trouble, and I could learn and know and meet my 2 only partners in this course because no one is there. It was really grateful.
Yes.
I'm not going to close my Yahoo account because I guess we can meet another time, not only in tasks. We can talk about something, only to practice or to study a topic. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
I think it's good.
I think that we have to use this OBU to keep going with our works and activities, the different activities that we have, because sometimes you are working by yourself and you are trying to contact your companions, but you can't. So through this means, we can do it.
Yeah.
That's right. I agree with you. Anyway, we can help each other with any task we need. You just write, and if I can help you, anything you want, whatever. And my conclusion about is that, I am in 6th semester and it's the first time I work with boys, with men. All my classmates have been, my course mates have been women. And it's the first time I have, yes, boys, all have been women. It's the first time. Oh my goodness, it's the first time. Okay, anyway, it was very good, very interesting. And what I think my conclusion about cyberbullying is education and prevention. Is only thing, 2 words, just 2 words, education and prevention. Okay, bye-bye, Daniel.
See you, Daniel.
I will end the conversation.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Okay.